Nothing works by default, right? And this is something I think I've said this before, but nothing works by default, right? You know how we can be in that situation, right? You can be in that condition, and sometimes we just feel like if God will do it, God will do it. If it will change, it will change. We say things like one day it go better. We say things like with time it will change. We just believe subconsciously that by default, right, it will just work. By default, it will just change, right? Nothing works by default, right? So if you want to be if it's something that oh, this thing I can only get it through prayer, you have to pray the prayer. You cannot just sit down and just say if God will do it, God will do it. Nothing works by default, right? If there's a goal you are trying to achieve, you will not sit down and say it will just, like, that goal will just be achieved on its own. You have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort, put in the time. Nothing works by default. Nothing works by default in this life. Nothing works by default. If you sit down and you don't do what you're supposed to do, nothing would work. There's a saying that says nothing move until you move, and actually nothing works by default. It cannot work by default. The enemy that is holding your life back would not on its own just leave you by default. Nothing works by default. You have to enforce your rights, take your place, take your stand, put in the work, put in the energy, time in prayers, time in the study of the word. Nothing works by default. Nothing works by default.